did not choose to come here, but we are here nonetheless. We no longer require choices. We serve our master. We love Marlevor. Those who stand against him, those who threaten our master, will be eliminated. Once we had choices, but we chose poorly. Now the need for choices is past. Choices are for the weak. We do what must be done. We do the tasks that others will not. Limitations are no longer a concern. Nothing is a concern. For there is, in fact, nothing to be gained. Warmth, love, compassion. The concerns of mortals are alien. I wonder if we ever had these concerns. How strange.
Welcome, dear viewers, to CouchWarriorTV on YouTube. I'm the CouchWarrior, and you are watching another patron preview. We're getting a look here at our character, the Shadeling, who is going to be featured in a Patreon-only Let's Play that will be a companion to the Ashes storyline that will be starting up in March. So I've been working on this character and decided that it might be worthwhile to record some previews, give you an idea of what the Shadeling is like. And so I've been testing this character in a lot of different scenarios, trying to figure out how these illusion spells and perks will work. So I figured it might be kind of fun to share this footage with you, and hopefully it will provide you with the encouragement you need to help support CouchWarriorTV on Patreon. Patreon campaign is pretty simple. It's a recurring monthly donation, and it only takes $1 a month. For $1 a month, you'll get access to this Let's Play and this footage, which will be distributed to my patron supporter-only lists, and it'll be done through private YouTube links and so forth. This content will eventually go live to the public, but patrons will probably have this content at least 4 to 6 weeks before anybody else. So if you're interested in following along with the adventures of the Shadeling and are interested in seeing how the Shadeling's adventures will impact those of Marl, our primary protagonist in the Ashes storyline, please feel free to support CouchWarriorTV on Patreon. You can get all the information about that campaign by going to patreon.charactercrusade.com. There's also some nice rewards in our Discord community, so if you're interested in checking that out, you can do that as well. That's going to be at discord.charactercrusade.com. All right, let's get to it. We've got two guys up here. I'm going to mind control one of them using a Compelling Whispers spell. And this should cause them to fight one another, which should give us a nice distraction to do some other things. Wreak some more mayhem. Well done, that's 2 down. Okay, let's proceed up this way. The Shadeling's primary interest, and more of these details will come to light during the story, but the Shadeling's primary interest right now is doing whatever he needs to do to work towards Marl's best interests, whether it's looking out for Marl's safety or his financial well-being or whatever it is. The Shadeling is completely devoted to Marl, and once we get into the story, we'll divulge a bit more about why that is, what the connection is between these two characters. Should be quite interesting. Okay, so now I'm using Ghost Walk. That is going to give me 10 seconds of invisibility plus teleportation back to the origin of the spell. So I'm going to take this opportunity to eliminate this guy.
Huh? Time to end this little game.
Got him. And of course, if you saw the first Shadeling video, you will be aware that the Shadeling is a illusion and destruction mage. He functions very well as an assassin, and he is strictly a hand-to-hand combatant, so he carries no weapons of any kind. He's pretty much spells and his hands. Okay, now we're using water walking. Now what I've got equipped here is the Shadow Bond spell. This is going to allow me to switch places with the target of my choice. I choose that guy right there. Now the cool thing about this is he doesn't have water walking, so we're going to dump him in the drink. Alright, so let's get a count. We've got 2 down there, 1 there, there's 1 in there, there's 1 there, there's 1 up here. So probably 6 or 7 enemies here. So I think what I want to do is we're going to try to eliminate a whole bunch of them in one fell swoop if we can. Now the Shadeling, as I said, he is into illusion and destruction, but he is also a specialist when it comes to destruction. He focuses primarily on ice-related spells. So let's get their attention. Let's draw them up here. We want them coming up here. Let's create some mayhem. Okay, they're starting to come up here now. So let's get into spell selection. We're going to use Evil Twin, and then as a backup, we're going to equip this. Okay, now Evil Twin is very cool because it is going to keep summoning twins in a radius. These twins are not nearly as strong as the enemies that I'm copying. But they can come in large numbers, and they can keep coming as long as I've got the capacity to cast the spell. So we're going to get them good and distracted here. Okay. Now we go invisible. Now we got them bunched up, and we're going to detonate them. Frost Nova did the trick. All right. Now we're going to sit tight and wait. Get a sense for how bad the damage is. There's 3 dead right there. I'm pretty sure some of them may have gotten blown off the platform or hung up here. There's 4. Okay, so we took out at least 4 with 1 blast. That is quite good. Now let's infiltrate. The odds are a bit more in our favor now. So I'm going to snare that guy, and then I'm going to drop him in the drink. Now what we want to do is, if we're going to confront him, we want to make sure we're going weaponless here. Okay. And the Ghost Walk teleports us back up to this platform and out of harm's way. Let's change position. All right, so let's activate our power instincts. We're going to kick this off and see if we can get some idea of how many are left. There's 1. Okay, that's the one that we dumped off before. He managed to get back up here. So we can eliminate him. I'm thinking... let's go hand to hand again. Now again, Ghost Walk, once it's deactivated, is going to teleport us back to the spot we were in when we cast it. Terrible view, the kill cam, but we got it nonetheless. All right. So I think we've accomplished our mission here in fairly short order. Now, the frost spell that I used up here was called Frost Nova. And with this character, I am using 2 different mods from Anai Scion. One is the Ordinator perk overhaul. The other is Apocalypse spell package. I like... I like Frost Nova a lot because it's an area of effect spell, and I get some extra bonuses on damage with that because I have chosen to specialize in frost or ice related magics. So when that thing detonates, especially if I'm dual casting it, it's extremely powerful, and because it's an AoE, anybody who's caught up in it is going to suffer a lot of damage. All right, let's see what we've got in here. We've got 2 bad guys, and we've got a nice pool of oil that is kind of calling our name here. What I want to do is I want to sweep up both of these characters. Both of these guys, I want to get them caught up in that fire. So what I'm going to do is we're going to sneak up behind the one so that we're standing in the pool. We're going to snare the other with Shadow Bond. We're going to activate or light the fire with our flame spell, which will transport us to the location of the bad guy that we shadow bonded with. So it will sweep us out of harm's way where the fire is concerned. And if we're lucky, when this ignites, that pot will drop as well. So we need to get up behind this guy. Okay. Now, I'm going to snag this guy with Shadow Bond, which means as soon as I cast the spell again or deactivate the spell through the use of another spell, we'll trade places, which is going to dump him right into the fire. So let's light the fire. Trade. Dump the pot. Okay. So that does some damage to those guys. Gets them nice and angry, too.
Show me what.
Okay, let's lead them on a merry chase.
Damn you.
Give them something to think about.
Just a scratch.
Okay, we got one down. One to go. Not sure how far he followed us. There he is. Oh, right on his tail.
Can't hide from.
There we go. Boom. And that teleports us back to the origin of the spell. That's basically it. Not bad. Not bad. Again, illusion, destruction, and unarmed combat. Light armor. Pretty high stealth. No one-handed weapons, no two-handed weapons of any kind. I haven't taken any perks in any of the weapon trees. No perks in ranged weapons. None of that. So it freed me up to create an assassin that was really focused on mage perks, almost exclusively. Now, I have invested a lot in light armor, and that's what helps me out with the unarmed damage, which is pretty fun. So, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little preview. I'm having fun making them. Before I create any kind of a Let's Play, any kind of a story, before I invest that kind of time, I always really kind of go out of my way to play test these characters and make sure that the builds I'm working on are viable. And I thought, you know what? I am really interested in getting people to check this out and to help support everything I'm doing with CouchWarriorTV and the Character Crusade podcast. Lots and lots of great content, lots and lots of stuff that I hope you enjoy. Lots of community interaction going on Discord, and we have we're always striving to create new things, exciting things, things that keep the game fresh. And for those of you who have taken the time to support CouchWarriorTV and Character Crusade podcast, I thank you very much. And the Shadelings storyline will be presented on Patreon as a way of saying thank you to all of you who have been so supportive over the years as I've been working on this, and I really do appreciate it very much. And in light of what you guys all seem to come to my channel for, I figured the best thing that I could do was show my appreciation by giving you some of your own content, Skyrim, Assassin, Mage related content. So thank you all very much for your continued support, and I will see you next time.